studio. Today we're doing a 15-minute whole body flow. I am using a 9-inch stability ball. If you don't have something like this, it has just a little bit of give. You can use a rolled up sweatshirt, rolled up beach towel, bath towel, just something that has about this diameter and it has just a little bit of give, and we'll use that throughout this workout. If you don't have one, that's okay. The idea is that you're thinking about keeping your pelvic floor and your core engaged the whole time and active, and this is kind of a little cheater method that actually helps keep that going. But to start, we're going to warm up without it. I'm going to start feet wider than shoulder distance apart, parallel to the front. You're going to bring the arms forward and back. I want you to think of, as you begin to move and build a little heat, think of energy floating from your fingertips, or I guess through your shoulders, all the way out your fingertips. So your arms are beginning to move in something a little more dense than air. Also, start to think of lifting up from the pelvic floor all the way up. The core is nice and laced here and lifted the whole time. We don't relax there. Go ahead and send the hips back over the heels. So your weight should be mostly in the heels, toes should be able to lift. I want you to really focus on trying to keep that chest lifted, pelvic floor lifting, lifting, lifting. Everything from here is lifting, shoulders are down, and begin to move the arms again. We're going to bend at the elbows and little presses back. So I want you to think of elbows close to your side, triceps are squeezing, chest is lifted, crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone is nice and lengthened. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float the arms forward and press to standing. Let's go back into it. From here, I want you to sweep the arms back, forward, and press. So as you sweep the arms around, think of pinkies coming together, palms are still down, forward, and press. From here, you're going to turn your palms together and continue the same motion. Stay hips over those heels. Chest is lifted, squeeze through the booty. Lift through that pelvic floor. Should begin to feel some heat here. And hold here. Let's do another set of those triceps. And squeeze. Palms are facing each other, so it's pinky to the ceiling. Squeeze through those triceps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Float the arms forward. Turn the palms back and press up. From here, take a little bit of a wider stance. You're going to bring the arms out. You're going to sink your weight over to your right side. Really lengthening out of that left. And as you press up, you squeeze and lift. Good. Four, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. You're going to plug those shoulder blades back and down. Really sink that weight over that right side. So that right glute should be on fire. Lengthen out of this left leg. You're going to rotate from the belly button up, over to the right, draw your elbow back, and forward. Let's go for 8. And 7, find that rotation. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And press up. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to sink and press. bring the ball right between the ankle bones. My feet are parallel, knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And from here, I want you to keep thinking of being lifted. You're going to exhale and float the knees up. Inhale, just tap. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this last one. And set it down. Uncurl those toes, sink to a child's pose. From here, you're going to start, same position. This time you're going to rock back and forward. So kind of warming up those wrists. Keep that lift in the torso. Let's go one more. And then you're going to end with your shoulders just over in front of your wrists. From here, you're going to bend the elbows straight back. You lower the chest, exhale, press. So to take it out of the wrist, really think of lift, 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 lift. And if you're pressing equally through your pinky and your thumb and maybe your middle finger, really distribute that weight. And it helps sometimes if you turn your hands just slightly out, you want your elbows facing directly forward. So find what works best for you. And we're going to go from here. Let's go for 8. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and sit to a child's pose. From here, I'm going to walk the hands out just a tad. Back those toes. Squeezing the ball. So squeezing those ankles together as much as pressure on the ball as you can tolerate. Keeps that lift from the inner thighs all the way up. You're going to press out to a plank. And then you're going to bend, press back, knees stay hovering, and then back up. Four more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to drag those hips up and back into a nice little down dog. Get a little stretch here. Press those heels away, tailbone up. Head is in line with those arms. Then you're going to scoop and round back to your plank. So send the hips back, and then scoop and round the spine to your plank. Let's go a few more here. Three more. And last one. And then drop the knees, uncurl the toes, and sit to a child's pose. Nice. From there, let's go into a little more core. Give those wrists a break. So I'm going to put the ball right behind the small of my back. So just below, right between the small of your back and your bra strap. Really find what works best for you. I'm going to connect my feet and let my knees just slightly be turned out. So you're not letting your legs fall like this. Feet are planted, heels are pulling towards your glutes. So that fires a little bit of your hamstring in there. Get comfortable. You're going to bring your hands up right out in front of you into a soft oval. You're going to scoop from here squish the ball. So there is a reminder to keep everything lifted. So you're articulating into it and articulating right back up. Let's go for 4 more. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Keep a little stretch at the top, stretch it out. For whatever reason, the ball does not want to stay in its place today. All right, so you're going to go back into that ball. Keep that C curve. Shoulders are down your back. Head is nice and lengthened. From here, you're going to open your right arm, and then exhale, scoop it close. And left. Eye gaze stays forward here. Think of leading with your elbow, really firing through those obliques to keep the control. Let's go 2 more each side. 2. 2. Last 1. And 1. And then come back up to the top, take a little stretch out. And then roll right back into it. From here, arm is going to go up and down. 9. Think of driving your belly button into the ball, but keeping that lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one. And scoop and roll up to the top. Take a little stretch out. So now we're going to combine all of those. Scoop and roll back into that ball. From here, we're going to open both. Exhale, close. Let's go for 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Sit tall at the top. And come back onto that ball. And then we're going to go straight up. So middle fingers are slightly touching, soft oval. And lift. Only go as high as you are comfortable here, and you can keep control. Drive those heels towards your glutes so you're firing your lower half. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and roll up. Should feel good. All right, from here, you're going to come down onto your forearms, fingertips facing forward. I'm going to spread the feet just about hip distance apart. So here you're not sinking into your arms like you're laying out on the beach. You're active. So in fact, I'm going to bring the ball up a little more closer to the bra line, just a tad from where it was before. Chest is wide. Your eye gaze is just up and over your knees, so you're not craning in the neck. If at any time you start feeling too much neck tension, you can look down just slightly. All right, from here, you're going to lift and tap. Lift and tap. The chest lifted. Let's go for 4, 3, and last one. Go ahead and bring both legs up, and now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to drop and lift. That belly button up and in. Chest is lifted wide. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower. Sit nice and tall. A little stretch out, and then go back into it. From here, I'm going to connect the bottoms of my feet, and the knees are out wide. So there's control. You're not just letting your knees flop and your feet go down. So it's kind of like slight angle of the feet. They're connected. Again, chest is lifted wide. Knees are out with control. So there's external rotation on those hips. You're going to lift and lower. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold up there. Bring the other one to meet it. And now we're going to tap down and tap. and 6. 5, 4, 3, I feel warm. 2, and 1. Hold here. Extend and point energy out of that toe, the right leg, draw it in, and switch. With control. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One on this side. Hold here. Can you drop it a little and lift for 6 and 5. Go in your own small range of motion. Keep that belly button up and in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set them down gently. Press up to the top. Take a little stretch. I'm going to put the ball now between the ankles. Same idea. The heels are drawing towards your glutes. Sit nice and tall here. Shoulders down your back. You're going to scoop and articulate one vertebrae at a time. All the way down. And then nod the head. And exhale, scoop. And lift. Let's go here for a couple. Let's go a few more. If you need help, grab onto the legs and kind of walk up. From here, you're going to roll down with control. I'm going to bring arms out to the side. Keep a squeeze on that ball. Bringing the feet in just a tad more. I get vertigo very easily, so I like to use my ponytail just to give my head a little bit of extra lift. All right, so you're going to scoop and lift and roll down. Let's go 3 more. 3. Really articulate each vertebrae with control. And 1. Hold here. Bring the arms up. And as you tap the tailbone down, so we're not rolling, we're tapping, you're going to open the arms and close. So it's a tap and squeeze for 8 and 7, 6, 5. Lace through that rib cage. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold here. Lengthen the hands up overhead and roll the spine down one vertebrae at a time. Bring the arms around. From here, you're going to bring the arms into a goal post. And you're going to articulate up one vertebrae at a time. Let's go for 3. And 2. And 1. Hold here. So now you're going to squeeze the arms together as we tap the tailbone. So it's a tap and squeeze for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Bring the arms up overhead. Shoulders are out of your ears. And roll down one vertebrae at a time. Hug the knees into the chest. From here, if you want to give yourself a little balance challenge, you can roll up. So I'm going to hold here and scoop and pull. And up. So from here, what you're thinking of is like hollowed out in the core. Legs are just slightly apart. You're not death gripping your legs. Soft oval in the arms, keeping a squeeze on that ball. Scoop and roll, and exhale, come up to a balance on your sit bones. Let's go one more. Good challenge for your balance. And 1. Put those legs down. From here, let me go into a little stretch. So lay down. Fix the vertical problem. Put the ball right back under the tailbone. I feel like I end this, or my series with this every time, Good. So bring your legs up to the top, shake them out. So you can either hold on lightly to the ball, or you can bring your arms out wide, or if you really want a balance challenge, or a stability challenge, I should say, you can bring your arms up here. I'm just going to go right about here. From here, we're going to lengthen energy out of the leg as you and begin to switch. So inhale and exhale on each one with control. The core is still working. Everything's still working. I want you to try not to flatten your spine. You're in a neutral spine, so you're not trying to tilt your pelvis up any more than it naturally goes. Let's go for 4. And 3. With each one, try and lengthen the energy out and away. Find the opposition in those legs. 2. So now I'm going to connect my heels. Toes are softly pointed. Energy is coming out, but it's not a hard point where you're going to start cramping. You're going to point the toes to open and flex, squeeze to close. So for 3. And 2. And 1 from here, you're going to flex to open and point as you zip up. So this whole motion goes from the tip of the toes all the way up into past your belly button into the pelvic floor. And 3. 2. And 1 from here. Turn the legs back to parallel, and you're going to do little leg circles from here. So out, down, and around. So don't let your legs come down here. What happens is you start arching, goes into your back. So only go as far as you can keep control of that spine. At any point, if you need to change your hand position, that is okay. Work with your body. And reverse. And 2. Draw the right leg in, with the left leg shoot out. Really think of shooting energy out of that left foot. Just draw that right knee in closer. It should get a little bit of a deeper stretch. And then switch. From here, great, grab that right leg, kind of like cradle it if you can. And when you're ready, send it to the opposite side. Nice rotation in that back. Switch to the other leg. To do some of these stretches while watching TV. You're not just sitting, you're actively sitting. And slowly work yourself up. One final little stretch out that feels good. So I'm going to put the ball, let's go between the ankles. Knees are just slightly turned out. From here, hands are behind the head. Everything is lifted up. Shoulders are down, but everything else lifts. You're going to inhale as you rotate the belly button up so the hips don't move. And center. This wasn't part of my plan, but my body wants it, so it feels good. Every time you rotate, I like to think of like a wine cork needs to breathe. So you inhale and lengthen as you rotate, and exhale for center. One more each side. And back to center. Bring your arms out. From here, you're going to lift and think of going up and over beach ball. So you're not sinking down to the side. I want you to think of up and out. So your arms stay in the same plane. And look towards the hand that's trying to reach for the ground. So when you first start, you might be here, and that's okay. But as we keep moving, we'll find a little more flexibility in that side. So you're driving the knees down and lifting from pelvic floor up. So it's an active stretch. And you might find that you're tighter on one side than the other. So one more each side. So from here, hold this last one. Reach that other arm forward at a diagonal and sit those heels or the hip bones back. It's kind of like a sideways child's pose. Feels really good on this whole right side. And you're going to scoot to roll back up, come to the other side. So you come down here, and then you sit those hips back as you reach and lengthen away. Scoop and roll back up. And then from here, you can finish in a nice child's pose. So that was almost 20 minutes, so hope you enjoyed.